Hey folks, today we are making a pinch pot. You're going to start out with a cube and start forming the edges into a sphere. Now as you do this, you're not making that smacking sound. You're almost making very little noise at all. You're using the bottom of your palm and gently yet forcefully forming it into a nice ball for yourself. So this is going to allow you to get a nice curved form for your edges and start out in a really good spot. Every time I hit my ball of clay and gently tap my ball of clay, I am rotating. So let's speed this up a little bit. If you'd like, you can use the table as well, because that's definitely going to be an option. Once you have your nice sphere, you're taking your thumb, not the bottom, but the top of your thumb, and pushing about 2/3 of the way into your pinch pot. All right? Now you got to get out your pinchers, kind of like the chicken dance. And you're going to use your thumb and your fingers and pinch and turn and pinch and turn and pinch and turn. As you do this, you want to make sure you're pinching your rim and not just the body of your clay, because otherwise you'll have too thick of a rim. You want to have around a pinky's width all the way around your pinch pot. We want our clay to be consistent as we're working, and as you work, you also want to smooth out any cracks you may find. You can give a couple gentle taps on the base, and you can keep turning your pinch pot every time you're working with the clay. You also want to make sure that you are bracing your clay, like you can see with my left hand. So my left hand's my non-dominant hand, so I brace with that hand and I sculpt with my other hand. If you want to even out the rim, you can give it a couple gentle taps. Always be checking your width and making sure that you're not getting too thin. I'm smoothing out my cracks constantly, and I'm using very little pressure when I do that. So you're just smoothing it out with your thumb or your forefingers. Very little pressure, just gentle. The cracks are going to be most common along your rim, and you really want to make sure that your rim is nice, because that's where a lot of your focus is going to be. If you need to use water and get a little bit of moisture on your fingertips to smooth things out, you definitely can do that. But I would recommend not using too much, because you don't want it to get slippery since we're just making a pinch pot right now. But you keep forming. You want to have your clay nice and compressed so it looks all together. Your width is similar. And then once you have finished the inside, you can flip it over. Again, I'm not pressing on my clay. I'm not pushing it into the table. I'm just being really gentle and encouraging my clay to move where I want it to. Any folds you may have, you want to blend together so your clay looks like one cohesive piece. Making sure that my form is circular the way I want it, and I have a nice little pinch pot.